Hello, I want to help you to take your Google Meet recordings of your lessons and your Screencastify videos and show you how to put them onto YouTube and share those links with your students. So if you notice here, I'm in my Google Drive because when you made your Google Meet recording, it automatically goes to a folder in your drive called Meet Recordings. So we're going to double click on that to open up that folder. And I'm going to double click on my recording right here and open that up. And what a lot of you have been experiencing is that your videos are saying that they're being processed. And so this will kind of override that, I guess, or you won't have to wait around for that. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this so that I know what it is. So I'm going to just call it lesson, but of course you can name it whatever you want. And that way I'll easily be able to find it. I'm going to click on this arrow right here, which is the download arrow, and it's going to download my video. And you'll notice that in the corner, it's saying that it's downloading and it's not too long, so it's going to process it fairly quickly. What some of you have experienced is that a couple of these things take a little bit of time. You just have to be patient because, of course, a lot of people are doing video lessons right now. So you'll notice you may or may not have seen after it downloaded, it asked me if I wanted to open it in downloads. And had I clicked on that, it would have taken me right to it. But many people have also asked, where do things go when I download them on my Chromebook? So I wanted to show you that as well. So I'm going to click on the launcher, which is the small circle in the lower left-hand corner. And you're going to notice that it brings up a little choice called Files in a blue folder. If you don't get that, you just click on that arrow and you'll see that that folder appears there. So if you missed that, it's the circle. Click on the launcher, click on the arrow, and you'll get all of your apps there. So I can double click on this files, and that's actually where downloaded things go in your on your Chromebook. So I'm going to click over here where it says my files on downloads, and you're going to see my lesson is right there. So my video is in my downloads and my files on my Chromebook. So I'm actually going to close that, and it opened up my video here. So I'm going to escape out of that. And I'm actually going to go to my YouTube, and I'm going to close my drive actually just so that things run a little more smoothly. Sometimes when you have a lot of tabs open and you're doing a video on your Chromebook, there'll be a little bit of a delay. So it's best to close as many tabs as you can. All right, so here we are in my in YouTube, and I'm going to click right here on my account icon, and I'm going to click on your channel right here. If you've not made a channel, then your first choice will be create a channel, which you want to do. But if you've already created one, then you're going to click on my channel right there. And it's going to bring you to a place where you can actually upload your videos. So you're going to click right here on this little video camera, and your first choice is going to be to upload a video. So that's what you're going to click on. It's going to take you back to that to a choice to choose a file that you want to upload. And so we're going to choose that file from the downloads from our computer. It's just taking a second. So we're going to click select a file. And then we're going to choose that lesson video. And you can see it popped up first, but if it didn't, you can just click on downloads right here and it'll bring those up. So I'm going to double click on that, or I'll click on it and I'll click on the blue button. It's behind my picture here, but which would say open. So I'll click on that and it's going to upload that file to my YouTube. All right, so now you can see it's processing down here, and while that works on that, there's a couple of things that you have to do. You can retitle this here if you'd like to, but you don't have to. I'm going to leave it. You can organize it in a playlist if you'd like, to keep your channel a little more organized rather than dumping all the videos in. And you're going to say right here that yes, it's made for kids, and that's important. You want to make sure that you click on that. All right, so I'm just going to move my picture here up so that you can see this next button. You're going to click through next. Still processing, that's okay. There's nothing that you need to do in video elements. We're going to click next onto visibility. So this is where you're going to decide how you want to make this visible. Do you want to make it public so that people could search it, or when they search your name that the video would come up? Most teachers have been making it unlisted, because what that means is that if someone were to search you or search the video, they wouldn't find it publicly on YouTube. But if they have the link, which you're going to share with them via Google Classroom, then they would be able to find the video. So that's what most teachers have been doing, but it's up to you. If you want to make it public, you can, and then kids could just search your name or search the title of the video. All right, so that's really all you need to do there. You can see that it's finished processing. It's important for you to let this process finish and have you see the video here, because if you stop it, then it's not going to be able for you to link for students to see. So we're going to hit save right here. And it's going to bring you to a page that asks you if you want to share the video link, but you don't yet, because there's a couple of other permissions that you want to set just to make sure that your video is accessible to the students. So we're going to close it, and you're going to see that it popped up right here as the first video. So I'm going to click this checkbox right here. And then I'm going to hover over. You'll notice that if my mouse isn't hovering over the video, I don't get those tools. But as soon as I do, I get these tools here. So I'm going to click on this pencil, and that's going to allow me to set a category for this. And that's going to be under more options right here. And I'm going to set this category to education. A lot of them will default to people and blogs. But we want to choose that it's education. And if it's education, it's less likely to be blocked for students to be able to see. So you want to do that. Move myself again so that we can hit save. And so those changes were saved. I'm going to go back, hit the back button here. And now I can see that here's my video. It is unlisted. It's made for kids, which is important. I definitely want to make sure that that's on there. And now I can actually share that link with students. And so I'm going to go to view on YouTube. And here comes my video. And I'm going to copy that link right here, and then I'll be able to paste that into my Google Classroom. So you can either link it via the link button in Google Classroom, or you can actually link it via YouTube, because when you search it, when it brings you to the YouTube search, you can actually paste that link in, and it will show you your video so that you can link it that way. It's always a good idea to send me or Geraldine or Alex the link as well, to make sure that it is not blocked. If we've whitelisted your channel, then any videos that you make shouldn't be blocked, but it's always a good idea just to let us check it and make sure so that the students don't get blocked from the video. Also, remember that the students do need to be signed into their YouTube account to view the videos as well. So especially for some of the elementary students, when they log into their account, they should just open another tab, log into YouTube, search YouTube, and then make sure that their little account icon is there. And if it isn't, if it's gray, then they can click on it and just hit sign in, and then the video should work just fine. So now you all can be YouTubers and post your videos. Good luck.